All right, let's move to County Council District 1, and we are going to start with 3 minutes from Larry Gehring, and you will get 30-second warning, Mr. Gehring.
Thank you, and thank you for the Waimea Association for presenting this, and thank you for the opportunity, and thank you for attending. I appreciate that. Larry Gehring, candidate for District 1, Hawaii County Council, Hamakua Coast. The council needs a member who has ag experience, ag education, business experience, and business education. I have all 4 elements. I was raised on a farm in Iowa. I was a 4-H club member for 8 years, and my mom was a 4-H club leader. We grew up in a town about the size of Honoka'a, and we had great community, much like you all had during the heydays of the sugarcane. I know the business of farming. I am an Army vet. In the family, we have 30 years. We have 4 generations of military through World War II, Vietnam, Bosnia, and Afghanistan. We know the military. I get involved and I get people involved. I find answers to questions or find people who can answer the questions. I do not avoid problems, but prefer meeting them head on. I'm a huge believer in transparency, accountability, credibility, affordability, and I'm a fiscal conservative. I love saving money on projects, which the current council does not, i.e. rubber stamp spending money that is left over at the end of a cycle for unnecessary equipment, not needed, so that the departments will have it, and this needs to be changed. A $30,000 copy machine is normal that retails for $2,000 or less. Great, disgraceful. I propose putting the leftover funds into an account where groups representing the Big Island in competition can apply to it for travel expenses. I have owned several small businesses and I have a degree in business administration. 6 members of the current council disrespected the hard work of hundreds of small farmers, ranchers, businesses when it passed the anti-GMO bill that outlaws GMO production and threw them under the bus using the hogwash precautionary principle when there is zero proof that GMO is harmful. This needs to be changed. Choices are what life is all about, and that includes the food we eat. Food and GMO have been coexisting on the shelf for over 17 years, and they still can. District 1 has community buildings in need of repair. They were in need of repair 2 years ago, and there has been very little improvement. It has 7 beach trails still closed for 14 years. We need partners, not obstructionists, if we are going to have sustainable food and not the yap, yap, yap. And I will meet with those owners to create some dialogue and remind them that they need Hawaii far more than Hawaii needs them. The constipated building code needs to be streamlined. Waiting 6 months for an inspection, totally stupid. I want and visualize a vibrant, tech-savvy island that is relevant to a Hawaii with sustainable food that can provide numerous employment opportunities where creativity is the norm, that will provide opportunities for high school students to dream and create and become part of what the kings and queens of ancient Hawaii visualized. Fortunately, they were not burdened down with the hogwash precautionary principle that this council loves. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Mr. Gehring. And now to Val Poindexter. You have 3 minutes, and you'll get a 30-second warning.
Thank you. Aloha, my name is Valerie Poindexter, and I'm currently your County Council representative for District 1. I was born and raised on the Hamakua Coast. I grew up in a plantation village in Pa'awilo. I experienced and I've witnessed the devastation of the closure of the sugar companies and the hardships, the economic hardships of our people there. I was fortunate, though, enough to grow up in a multicultural society, as we know that we have a lot of different nationalities that came over to work on the sugar plantation. And that has given me the multicultural, growing up in that society, it gave me the tools I feel that I need to address all of the diverse concerns of our island population. I graduated from Honoka'a High School. I got a diploma in healthcare administration from the University of Hawaii, West Oahu. I also got a paralegal certificate from the University of Hawaii at Hilo, and I am now completing my bachelor's in public administration. In my adult life, I was fortunate enough to work under a mentor, Carol Ignacio. I don't know if many of you may know her. She is with the Office of Social Ministry. I was her administrative assistant. And at that time, we dealt with the 2 closures, the Hamakua Sugar and the Hilo Coast Processing. And we were able to open up 2 large resource centers, one in Honoka'a and one in Papaiko. And at that time, it gave me the opportunity to work with all different levels of government, federal, state, and county governments, to bring them together and work in partnership with us to develop the resources that were desperately needed for our people. So I think I bring to the table those qualities from my life experiences. So I look forward. I'm hoping that I can continue to serve you and work diligently to make you proud, and knowing that all of you here, most of you here, built this town on your backs. So what I've learned, and from what grew up, is learning from people like you. In my community, all my kupunas, I always give them thanks and praise, because it is because of them I am who I am today. Because of the values of growing up in a small, tight-knit community, that we were sustainable in food, we had our own gardens. We can learn from the past and make our future a lot stronger. So, aloha. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much, Val. Val Poindexter, your top few priorities if you are reelected, please. 1 minute, 15-second warning.
That's a tough one, because there's so many priorities, but I'd like to say one of the top is health and safety. And under that, under health and safety, you have a lot of things. With the health, what is our county's responsibility to partner up with our state to look at the health care of our people? You know, our county parks and recreational programs, kids, their playgrounds, so the infrastructure. We're looking at community gathering places where we can build healthy communities, community gardens. We look at agriculture, and that all has to tie into health. It ties into health. With safety, what ties into safety is our infrastructure, also our roads, our bridges, all of the things that makes our community safe. So my main goal is health and safety of all our people in the island of Hawaii. Aloha.
Thank you very much, Ms. Poindexter. And Mr. Larry Gehring, 1 minute, your top few priorities.
First priority would be every community has a public building in need of repair. I want to get those repairs taken care of, find out what they need. The beach trails that are still been closed, have been closed for after 10 or 14 years. We need partners, not obstructionists. I will meet with the owners and open some dialogue. I want to open an office in Honoka'a. I'll pay for it myself. So it gives us a presence on the north end and the south end of the district. Create reservoirs for water distribution. Create electric co-ops for more economical electricity. Create turnouts with shelters for school buses for safety and health. Create farm co-ops to utilize the machinery and knowledge that farmers have. One of the people I talked to said, I want you to put some porta potties on the highway so they don't come to my house and want to use my bathroom and waste my water. Can do that too. Just a laundry list. I have information sheets on the table back there. Take a look at it, please. Has about 20 suggestions. Thank you.
Thank you very much.